welcome back to the Kanc Connection. My name is Dylan Zimmer, and thank you for joining us. The Lumberjack Lab Aides are back with their latest experiment. Lin-Wood Jr. Silas Whedon spent some of his time with them this week. Let's see what they have in store for us.
Hello everyone,
I'm Charmaine.
and I'm Jade.
We are 2 out of the 6 lab aides are doing this show this year.
And today we're going to be giving you a tour of the lab.
This right here controls the airflow of this classroom.
We also have cabinets and drawers, which are all labeled by subject.
Right here we have our fish tank, filled with different species of fish. Above that you can see one of the 4 TV screens we have for lecture.
Along the cabinets, there is better lighting to see any labs or anything going on.
Over here we have giant cabinets for microscopes and robotics. Here we have our new tables and chairs.
We also have a new desk, lab, and sink that are all ADA compliant.
In this corner we have robotics and also one of our 3D printers.
These are all of our new lab benches.
Now we're going to go to the back room. We have new cabinets and shelves along this back room.
Here we have the new organized chemical storage room. Thanks for touring the new lab with us.
See you guys next time.
Ask him some questions about how the new school year is going. Let's take a look.
Good morning. I'm Andrew Richardson, and we're here with the Kanc Connection. I'm also here with Mr. Mark Pribernak. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing fairly well. Are there any plans for the future of the school in terms of events that you have?
In terms of events, I don't know really what's going on with the school. We do know that we have like homecoming coming up, and we do know that there's traditions along the way, but at this point I don't plan on putting any of my own traditions, so to speak, in play with those events.
All right, so I assume it's going to be fairly similar to last year, I assume.
Yeah, it should be. I'm just here to kind of observe at first and get to know people.
That's wonderful. As you being the new principal of Lin-Wood Public High School, has there been any new kinds of changes that you weren't expecting?
I think whenever people come to a new place, it's going to be difficult, whether it's going to be for the students or the faculty or the administration. And not difficult in the sense that it's painful or anything, but it's just new. It's stuff to get used to, and it's just little things. So I don't find it that difficult. I just know that there's a little bit of change happening both in my lives and other people's lives, and we'll learn to coexist.
What should students do to get to know you better?
Just, first of all, if adults are talking or I'm talking to somebody, just be patient, say excuse me. Then just come up and talk to me, say hello, let me know their name. Horrible with names, sorry about that. But I'm pretty good with faces. And, I'm a big Green Bay Packer fan, football. So I know I'm not rooting for the Patriots. I do know they're a good team. But I root for Green Bay. So talk to me about sports, talk to me about life, whatever you need to. I'm pretty open, and I'll listen.
For your first few weeks as being principal here at Lin-Wood High School, how has it been?
I think it's been going great. It's just something new, like I mentioned. But it's always different when you go to a new place. But I found that the best thing about this place so far is just the willingness for kids and faculty to be involved in the community, whether it's our school community or the outside community. I just think you're so involved and there's so much volunteering going on. I really think it's cool that kids are part of all these organizations like Interact or FBLA, and it's just really neat to see kids that involved.
Our town seems to do that a lot more than others, I feel.
I think you're right, based on a couple of the towns that I've lived in.
Are there any words of wisdom that you'd like to give us in the crowd?
Yeah, I kind of live by two things. The first is more or less a quote from Henry Ford, and Henry Ford says, obstacles are just these frightful little things that get in your way when you take your eyes off the goal. And so I would say if you're going through school here and stuff, what's your goal? What do you really want to do? And if along the way something happens, well, let's turn back to the goal. What do we want to do and how can we correct something to make you get to your goal? And the last thing is basically just Bob Marley, 3 little birds. Don't worry about a thing because everything's going to be all right. And it will be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today marks the start of the 44th annual Highland Games. Once again, the Highland Games returns to the Loon Mountain Resort as one of the most diverse gatherings of the Scottish art and the culture in North America. The festival begins today and runs throughout Sunday. You can find many food options, music, and athletic events like the caber toss, the hammer throw, and the stone carry. If you plan on attending, you should park at one of the many shuttle locations around town. As parking in Loon is not available, the shuttle bus runs from 6 to 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. For more information on the festival, check out their website, nhscot.org. It is now time for our Kanc Connection weatherman, Joshua Craig, to join us with a look at our weather this weekend. Josh, I am looking forward to attend the Highland Games this weekend. Will I need to bring a raincoat?
Thanks, Dylan. With a high of 78 on Saturday and a high of 82 on Sunday, probably can leave our raincoat at home. You might want to put on some sunscreen and put on your sunglasses as the sun is going to be nice and bright during this weekend. We should feel the humidity over the weekend as it will range from the 60 to 70%, meaning it will get warmer than you expected. At night, it's best to stay indoors with mid to low 60s, but during the day, it's a good idea to take out your barbecues and lawn chairs and a cookout in the sun. Barely any wind chill with wind gusts up to 6 miles per hour on Sunday and 8 on Saturday. Close to no chance of rain, but it will be a little cloudy.
Guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go.
not. No, you're not trash. You're a toy. But I don't want to be a toy. I'm trash. I was meant for trash. People use me, and then I'm supposed to be thrown in the trash. Well, too bad. You mean a lot to Bonnie, and you're a toy now. So you're gonna come with me, and you're gonna play whether you like it or not. You got it? Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of 1000 Minute. In this episode, we'll be reviewing Toy Story. The beginning of the movie starts out with Bonnie. You know, Bonnie, because in the third one, Andy dropped all of his toys to Bonnie. Now Bonnie's taking care of all the toys. Great start here to season 2. Okay, but the beginning of the movie starts with Bonnie going to school for the first day. And the thing is, she can't take any of her toys because her parents are worried that she's gonna lose one. And Bonnie's just ultimately just scared for school in general. But Woody wants to help even though he's not allowed to because he can't take the toys there. So Woody sneaks in Bonnie's backpack, and while Bonnie's in class, Bonnie is doing like arts and crafts, right? She takes a spork, a popsicle feet on the bottom, you know those long popsicle feet. Here's an image of him, or right here. He also, like the other toys, came to life because that's how it works. And he gets named Forky, even though it's a spork. Forky keeps saying that he's trash and he's really supposed to be a toy. So Woody's there to stop him from running over to the trash can, and he keeps jumping in. Boom! Forky keeps going over to the trash, and Woody's like, nah, B, you can't do that. You're a toy. You're supposed to help Bonnie, because you mean a lot more to her than anybody, by the rest of the toys. The Forky means more to her than the rest of the toys. It's after school, you know, vacation and stuff, or I think it's for the weekend. But anyways, Bonnie's going to like this little carnival thing, like out of town, and they rent this RV. Forky also comes with them, but he's like, no, I want to be trash. I'm forever gonna be trash. So he yeets out the window like, and he's like, freedom, I'm trash. And Woody is like, nah, B. So he also jumps in the window and goes after him. Forky means so much to Bonnie, and Bonnie would be ultimately sad in general if she didn't have Forky. Yes. Okay. Woody eventually gets Forky, brings him back to the RV, but Woody recognizes a little, I don't know, Bo Peep's like little outfit thing. He saw that in an antique shop, and he's like, oh, Bo Peep, we gotta go over there because it's Bo Peep. And if you want to know if it even is Bo Peep, or if Bo Peep is even in the movie, or if Bo Peep even is alive, or if she has any main rule to the whole story at all, then watch the movie to find out.
Like ties in a yearbook, you can also get in touch with Mr. Adams by emailing him at adams.wood.org. You will have one of the members of the yearbook staff contact you. Have you always wanted to create content that would be a part of this weekly broadcast? Just because you're in another class period doesn't mean that you can't take a part in the K Connection. We are looking for students and members of the community to create segments for a show. If you are a student, then stop by and see one of us or speak to Mr. Adams. Community members are also urged to create programming for the Kanc Connection. Just send us an email at tv@lin-wood.org, and we will talk about it to you producing our own show. It is time to take a look at sports this week. JJ Goodwood joined us at our Kanc Connection Sports Reporter. JJ, how did our teams do this week?
Thanks, Dylan. This week was a busy week for Lin-Wood athletics. Let's start with the middle school soccer teams who played at both played at Profile this week. Both boys and girls fought hard, but they came up short. The girls lost 6-0 and the boys lost 8-0. Also, this week, the varsity teams hosted a couple of home games on Tuesday. The Littleton Crusaders came to Lin-Wood, playing very good with girls losing 3-0 and the boys lost in overtime 2-1. Last night, the Purple Eagles of Groveton came to Lin-Wood and the boys rolled over the Purple Eagles with a final score of 9-0. The girls also finished the game with a hard-fought 2-2 tie. Next week, Lin-Wood Soccer travels to Colebrook to play at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. And congratulations to AJ Vecchione for placing 6th at Newfound Invitational cross-country meet yesterday. That's all for sports, and at this time, have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks, JJ, and well done, Lumberjacks. That is all we have for you this week. Remember, we want to hear from you. Send us an email at tv@lin-wood.org to tell us about events that you would like to see and covered here on our broadcast. Make sure to connect with us on social media. Look for the Kanc Connection on Facebook, and of course, here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that button and don't forget to hit that bell to turn on notifications for the next time we stream. Until next week, my name is Dylan Zimmer. I hope you have a great weekend.